everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you a review and just kind of a closer look at my new planner from Plum paper. Alright, so I'm almost certain you guys are like not shocked that I've bought another planner, right? I kind of consider it just like part of my job on here on social media is to buy planners and share my thoughts with you guys, test out pens, stickers, all of that fun stuff. So recently, I have, kind of seen an interest in this layout for the Plum paper vertical priorities, specifically in the A5 size, which I was already looking for A5 in some type of coiled weekly version, but this one really wasn't on my radar till I saw a few friends of mine sharing it, and I was like, okay, I kind of see, how this could work. It obviously works with a traditional size, like 1.5 inch wide stickers, things like that. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. So I did order this a couple of weeks ago. It is from Plum paper. It is an A5 vertical priorities. I did get this rainbow cover. I chose to get it without the quote on the front. I'm just kind of in a phase in my planning journey where I find quotes and having everything with my name on it like extremely obnoxious. So I didn't do that, but I really do like this cover. Obviously it has a silver coil, Plum paper. It has really, really great coils. Now their covers are unique. That's like the nicest way that I can put it, in that it comes in two parts. I find this plastic piece to be just more irritating than anything because I end up cutting them off. Like I wish that they gave you the option to have this piece be removable, because even when you asked for the cover to be removable, this piece is not. I don't even know if that's an option. It would be great to just say like no thanks to this. That way it doesn't go to waste because I just threw this in the trash. I think that their covers are great without that plastic protective piece. I would love to see them move to just, these two mesh together, a nice laminated coil. I do think that they could do it. Anyway, I do love this cover a lot. It is the same both front and back. Really, really nice. So, whoops, skipped over the first page. So on the very first page, of course, it just has the title, Plum paper, personalized for you, by you, and then a place to put your name and personal information if you want to. Does include a 2022 calendar on 2 pages. I like how big the font is on this. I just feel like you can see everything very clearly. If you wanted to use highlighters, date, dots, those types of things on here, they would work really, really well. And you also have a 2023 calendar, which is phenomenal. In case you need to do that far out of future planning, you have these pages available to you. Then you've got your special dates page. I really like this page. It's similar to me like the concept that the Erin Condren has with the boxes on that page right after the monthly or the year at a glance view. But what I like is that they give you another one. It's just called Ideas, Plans, and Goals. You can pretty much use it for whatever you want, and it has blank headers, followed by just a blank page. Then you're going to jump right into the months. I did get 12 months. I actually think that 12 months is the only option. I think I have to go back and look. So I got mine with a March start. I didn't think it made sense to have a February start. So honestly, I could start using this next week if I wanted to. I did go ahead and get the modern color scheme. It is my favorite of all of theirs simply because there is less peach. So when you open it up, you have this sort of dashboard page. If you've watched any of my previous Plum paper videos, I've never really been a fan of it, mainly because this page is not the same texture or even the same material as regular paper. They went ahead and printed it on this, and you can kind of see the shine a little bit, on this thicker cardstock, meaning that you can't use what pens you use on this side on this page. They will smear. You're going to have to use something permanent on this specific page. I also just don't really have a use for this. I would love it if it was just like a dot grid or even a lined page. That would be more useful for me. Next up, you have a month on 2 pages, and you can pick your start for the month. And I chose a Monday start. I would prefer that all calendars or all planners gave you that option. That would be really, really great. Obviously, this is a dated planner, so you have your dates, your days, your month printed on there, as well as a month forward, along with some dotted lines for you to make any sort of lists and things like that. Okay, so here we are into the actual layout of the planner. So this is probably one of my favorite layouts of theirs, and specifically in this size for a couple of reasons. I think the A5 size is really great. The only thing that's always intimidated me was having Saturday and Sunday stacked onto each other, but again, in a weekly view planner, it may not be necessary to have them side by side because I go into more detail in my daily planner. So at the very top, you do have the month view, which is kind of standard for a dated planner to have a month view. Not always my favorite, but again, you can cover that right up. You do have the ability to customize every single box in this planner. I choose to do no customization because I change my mind too much. You guys know that. So you do have this large rectangular box here that you can pretty much do anything with. I've seen some really awesome ideas from people in the community. I definitely recommend following the Plum Paper Vertical Priorities hashtag. It is awesome. You will see lots of inspiration there. You've got another square box here. Again, I left that blank. And then obviously you have a habit tracker. You do have the option to label the top right here. Again, I chose to leave mine blank. So the day is sort of broken up into 3 sections. Again, you can label each of these. I choose to leave mine blank. So you have this top part with 4 lines and 3 check boxes. Again, in the second area, 4 lines, 3 check boxes, and then lines all the way down to the bottom. Now, what's different about Plum Paper is that if you were to order this planner in the 7x9 size, they include all kinds of shading across the bottom. For some ungodly reason, this brand really loves shading. Like, oh my God. But if you love A5, you're gonna love it because there's no shading. For some reason, they just leave it out in this size, and I greatly appreciate that very, very much. So no shading. So the color scheme is going to match the tab of the month. So all of March will be this sort of mint green color. And then when you get to the end, it's kind of grayed out on the days that belong to a different month. Also unique to Plum Paper, but it's just the way that they do things. I've sort of gotten used to it over the years, but yeah, they definitely have their own way of doing things. Then you have a March lined sheet over here, and then you jump into the April tab, which is that very interesting peach color. Another unique thing that Plum Paper does is that you're technically going to get this week twice in your planner. So you're going to get in the month of March, you'll get the week where the majority of the days are in March, and then you're going to get the same week in April where the majority of the days are in March, but include a couple of days of April. This is great in case you, I don't know, mess up one of your weeks, and this might come in handy, but again, it's always at the end of one month, the beginning of another month. So that is how April looks. Let's jump into May. May is my favorite month. It's my birthday month. It's also my favorite color, which is yellow. So fantastic. Fun fact, my birthday is on Mother's Day this year. So again, you can see here where this last week of April, even though this part of the week is in May, they're going to give you a duplicate week. It's all grayed out with the exception of the 1st of May. So they still give you that week. Interesting, but also kind of neat because again, you get an extra week. June is this sort of slate blue color. July is a much darker navy blue color. August is this nice teal, I guess you could say. I really like this color a lot. And then the colors repeat. So September is mint, October is peach, November is yellow, which I kind of think that those 2 colors make sense for those months, so that's kind of neat. And then you get to December where it's that nice slate blue. January is going to be that navy blue. And then you have February, which is going to be that teal green color. So next up, I'm not really sure what happened when I ordered, but there's an extra tab here that's unlabeled. I'll have to go back and look at my order and see exactly what happened there, but I did want tabbed notes pages. I haven't ordered in a while from Plum Paper, so I don't know if this is new where they just give you a section that's unlabeled, but this is how mine came. And then this is where I decided to test out some stickers for you guys, because what I had kind of been hearing in the planner universe was that Plum Paper's paper was suddenly different. It worked well with stickers, worked well with a lot more pens, and I really wanted to see it for myself and share that with you guys. So what I did after this planner came I put down some stickers and washi that I would use the most. Now, to be quite honest, I don't use a lot of washi, but I thought, wouldn't it be fun to leave these on overnight and see how they really do on this new paper. I also heard that Plum Paper says that they haven't changed their paper at all, but something had to have changed for stickers to suddenly be repositionable on this paper. So let's take a look. So I have first up a Christian Designs sticker. Oh wow, absolutely no tearing at all. Okay, I'm already impressed. I was not expecting that. All right, let's do Planner Kate. No issues at all, no residue left behind, no nothing. This is interesting. So if you're like, what the heck are you talking about? So Plum Paper has had a history of having very smooth paper. The paper is still very smooth, by the way. It doesn't have a lot of texture or tooth to it, thus making it a little bit tricky to work with certain stickers and definitely certain pens. So this is kind of a big deal that they've kind of stayed true to their pretty smooth paper that they're known for, but now things are suddenly working with them. So this one is from Fern Creek. Awesome, nothing there either. Let's go ahead and put that one back. I also grabbed one from Monarch Plans. Wow, like literally nothing is leaving any residue or tearing any of the paper. That's really great. And then I have one from Hand Can Plan. Wow, no tearing there either. Now this is left overnight, so I can only assume that if you put a sticker down and try to move it right away, it's going to be the same. I tried one yesterday from Christian Designs. It literally, like I set it down, picked it right back up, because that's typically when I'm going to have an issue with a sticker, right? I'll accidentally put it on the wrong day or at the wrong time and want to move it. And that just wasn't possible before. So I've put down some washi from Christian Designs. I probably need my painter's knife to help me get this up because of my nails. Wow, no issues at all with that washi tape. I couldn't even use washi in this planner before, so I'm a little like, what the heck? Now this is some Simply Gilded. No problems at all. Simply Gilded washi is like butter anyway, but again, I couldn't even use that washi before. It's definitely interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pleasantly surprised with this change that supposedly isn't really a change. All right, so let's try out some pens because again, Plum Paper is known for being a little bit difficult with certain pens. So I have grabbed a few favorites slash frequently used pens and just going to try those out. So of course my current favorite is the Energel, the Pentel Energel. And I'm going to see if I can get you guys just a little bit closer so you can really see what's going on on this paper. And we're just going to do like an immediate smudge test because that's really when things are going to go south, right? Wow. Okay, that's awesome. All right, next up we're going to try Ink Joy Gel, and the one I have is in 0.7. Not gonna lie, I don't have a whole lot of hope for this pen. I really, really don't because it is very inky. What? Okay, I already tried that one. Let's try the Pilot Precise V7. Also a little nervous for this one. I don't know why. Okay, that's why. Okay, so as you can see, that one's smudged, but when you look at the beginning, not so much. So this could be a pen that requires a little bit more time to dry. All right, let's jump into an oldie but goodie, the Sharpie S Gel. Now I've noticed that this pen isn't getting a whole lot of love anymore. I think that their quality just went down. I'm even having problems with this one. It just hasn't been a good experience from like the first batch of pens, but there's no smudging with the 0.5. So you might have the same results with the 0.7. Next up, I have a Uniball Signo. I think this is a 0.7. I'm not sure if I've had good luck with this pen before in the past. So it'll be interesting because that's a lot of ink. Oh, That's a lot of ink coming out there. Let's do something like much faster. Okay, so if you really put like a lot of ink on there, then yes. But if you're just doing your normal writing, that's really not that bad. Nothing, no smudging over here. Really do like that. Let's try a Pilot G2 in blue because that's the only color that I have them in. And this is in 0.7. Not surprised, Pilot just does not do well. Whatever ink formula they have, they clearly do not do very well with the Plum paper. All right, and then last up is a Papermate Flare. So that will also be interesting. Let's see. Definitely not one of my favorite markers. It has its purpose though. Oh, that's it. That's a hard no. That is a hard no. Let's try highlighting over some of these. Now, obviously they have been sitting here for a minute, but sometimes paper plus pen plus highlighter doesn't always work out very well. So no issues with the Energel, no issues with Inkjoy. It's going to kind of be hard to see if there's an issue with the Pilot Precise, but sometimes when you do drag the highlighter over, you'll see if it's going to bring anything else with it. Sharpie S-Gel, no issues. Uniball Signo, no issues. I feel like the Pilot G2 got slightly worse. And the Papermate Flare definitely got worse. So that's going to be it for your pens. Like definitely you're going to have a good experience with the Pentel Energel, the Uniball Signo, and the Papermate Inkjoy Gel is actually a surprising like winner here. And of course, if you stick with the Sharpie S-Gel in the 0.5, you're not going to have any issues at all. So as far as other add-ons, I just went ahead and got 10 dot grid pages added to this. I feel like that's going to be enough for me. We'll see if I actually jump into this planner or not. One of the things that I love is that they do include a 2024 planner so that if you really need to look that far ahead, you have a frame of reference there for you. They do include a two-sided pocket in the back, which is nice and deep so you can fit like all of your stickers and things like that. And then of course here is the back cover and that protective plastic piece. Alright guys, that is all for my review and thoughts and pen tests and all that fun stuff of the Plum Paper Vertical Priorities in the A5 size. I can't wait to hear what you guys think. Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you're already subscribed, make sure you click that red notification bell so that you know when my videos are posted here on YouTube. As always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.